Hey SBF family, welcome back to part 3 of our cabin video journal series. So here is where I'm at now. Many little things done, tedious little things. The countertop, I did just like our sponge painting in the faux, but I used a brush and dabbed it on instead. I think I used about 4 different colors. That is done. And then over here on this portion of the counter, if you can see, it's a little shinier. I did start putting the nail polish on there to give it a nice seal. I still have to do that. Don't forget, when you're using nail polish, we got regular, clear, shiny, and we got matte, which is very handy. I've used that on this already. Our little things down here are brown. We did some details down there, so the floor looks far more detailed and full of depth. And as you can see, that matches into that much better. I'm super happy about that. With all these little corner things, those are all getting painted for a little extra color. I got that one ready to go. Just gotta put a little caulking in there and hook that on. I'm looking at the fabrics, and now since I've decided to do those, not quite so sure if that really goes with it. Maybe this part for a little curtain. Not sure about that one. I got the little letters for the monograms. I'll probably get Gracie to paint those. She likes to do that. Oh yeah, first and last, Alex AG, shout out to you. Thank you, buddy. So we'll get those done. Over here, I still got a little bit of indentation of something. I'm thinking a little flower thing. Maybe look like a little flower box coming off the side. Oh, and over here, this sticker I did keep. I pulled it off, put a little extra glue so it'd stick better, did a little puffy paint, and then I've done 2 coats of the clear nail polish to make it look a little bit more window-like, shiny. Of course, once I get in there and do the caulking there to attach it, I have to have everything painted so I can handle it before I attach it to the base, and then I'll work on evening this out, doing the second coat and the caulking, and I got that fixed up really nice. As for the outside, it's coming along. Okay, the window I did the matching black from the rest of the stuff. Whoops, we got doggy bum there. Let's cover that up. Poor panda. We have just some details here painted. I did cover these with, as I said, I used the matte nail polish so they're not as shiny. Change it up. This one I used matte and shiny. Just hand painted that cute. Same for the bird feeder. I used the little stickles to look like bird food that you can't see, as I put some, what is it called? What is it called? Of course, it's this stuff I put in there, so it kind of looks like a window in real life. It has depth. You can't see it too good on video. And then over here, I was having this dilemma, so I found something. Ta-da! Look at that. I think that suits for a cabin. I had gotten this when we did the Kmart thing, and I found the bells, remember? So the store was going out of business, so I got that really low. I believe it was at least half off. Grabbed it, and it was going to be for my next project, and I had it sitting there waiting to go, and then I looked at it and went, you know what? That's a good hint. That next project's going to be very sparkly. I think this fits here better, so I'm going to use it here, and it will add some dimension sideways. So it has these beautiful beads, which I absolutely loved, but I already seen if I can pick them off. So I'm going to do that and then spray paint that and give that a little bit more, less Christmas ornament looking, and put it there. So let's have a look at where I'm at on the base. The foundation. Got all this painted up with a second coat, including the ceiling, and Lisa Halpin asked a good question about why didn't I keep the hammock down here, and it became an issue. Here would have blocked entrance in, especially when I'm planning to put a little extra piece of grass here to lead out into what little space I have left. It's where the outhouse maybe might go, except for that right here, it's blocking the RV door. So the outhouse is looking like it's not going to happen, but I'll wait until I get it up there and see how it looks. Over here, it blocked the walkway from behind the RV. Over here, obviously the stairs. And then back here, to hook it on, it was going to be jammed right against the wall, which does have the mural. But if you remember the back of the mural, it's very dark there. And to me, it just didn't look good. It needed... good. It needed more dimension. As well, I was afraid if this was up here, it would fall over and we'd have a big mess down here and I would open the door and break dolls. Didn't want to do that. So dimension wise, I decided, oh yeah, shout out to Caleb Carlson. Thank you very much for all your nice comments and being a part of our SBF family. I noticed you. Thank you. So next, I went with these that I thought back here would definitely add a little bit more. Put some flowers or fix that up. So what those are is these, which I had left over from a project I never did. I had 3. I cut the nibs off on one, attached them here with hot glue. In the back I put lots of hot glue. And then, can you see the shine on there? I used my caulking and I drug it down to add some more texture so it won't be so flat. I'll give that a spray paint. And although this is quite weak now, once I attach it back here, that will strengthen it up. I like that idea better. Sometimes that just works out. And then we got space over here, the trash can and whatever. Things just happen the way they happen. I have lots of varnish to do all on this and the staircase. So it's gonna be a few days before I'm getting back to more film. The spiral staircase. This is a pre-coat, a base coat with this color that covers well. And the reason is because the metallic is very thin and you'll be 5 coats in before you get great coverage. So it's better to use something solid to get it. And then you end up only needing 1 coat of the metallic and it looks gorgeous. Example being, I figured this out. How to do it. If you remember the stairs from the pool area, I used the hot glue gun to make that design. I used that as a medium and I remembered I could do that, figured it out, did it, and it looks good. The same thing, when it was done I primed it, used this to get coverage over the white primer and then used only 1 coat of this to cover it up. And I love what it did here. It made that really look nice and clean. Kind of looks like hammered metal is what I thought. When you get to a distance, it just looks really quite neat. So I did all the way around. And of course, that's a lot of flipping and flopping. So again, until I get this all varnished, I can't attach the top. I got the back here, so I'm gonna use that, whoopsie, and show you a little bit about how I did that and controlled the glue, hot glue. Using the hot glue gun as an art medium. First, I just went along and scratched on the top, just so I could make a seal between the piece of the tile I want to cover and this. That just gives me extra strength so this won't lift off, especially since I'm gonna glue something to the top. Then you just gotta, you can probably practice on a piece of cardboard, but you basically play with it. And if you know your glue gun, you know how it feels, you can start to play with it. And then I'll like control the way it drips by moving the whole unit. So as you can tell, this was quite a moving project. And if it's going a certain way, you gotta let it drip and turn it. And you just play. So I made a line to the top and a control line to the bottom so that it wouldn't seep down, and that's how I got this pretty line here.
That's a tedious job.
It was tedious. Painting it even more tedious. And then when all is said and done, I tried to hold it flat. This is the same thing I did with the stairs, and we did it to hide some screws. I just kind of flow and move quickly so it'll fall, because it's straight up Gravity will keep it staying up and not sliding down or sliding each way. And I just went to how I liked it. Let it dry and then did it again to whatever way I wanted to fill it. And by the time you prime it and cover it with paint, it all melds in. When you put the first coat of paint, all your little filaments are gonna come. So I did primer first, and then as you can see here, I took my tweezers and just meticulously pulled those off. I could have done a piece of trim, but that was a bit boring, and I really like the way this turned out. I hope that helps you with some ideas on how to use a thing. So while we're here, a shout out to Monster High Lover. Thank you for being part of our channel.
Yeah, Monster High Lover.
We agree with that. And for being a part of our channel since day one. Appreciate your comments. Thank you. Back at it, finally. This worked out really well. The Ever After High stuff kept me busy, but now I can get back to this. I'm so happy to be back in my Zen place. So that worked out quite better than I thought. I used some silicone to stick that on. I had to leave that overnight. Sitting up, it kind of stalled me so that it would stick on straight and be strong. Using the last of my gold glitter, getting it all on there to fill that in. I will prime it and paint it to look like it's mounted deer head. And down here, a lot going on. I've put the gate on. I like that. I've been adding some rocks because remember the forest comes off this way and it has rocks, so that will match. Oh yeah, shout out to Briley Bonar. You just won a first shout out, but I already had you marked for this one to thank you for all your cool comments, so I thought I'd keep with my list and not confuse myself. So I've used my polyurethane, got that all done. This is water-based by the way. It's very handy, easy to clean up. One coat, super shiny. You can't see it, of course, on here. That is my little piece of grass, double checked up here. It's not the door that is covered on the RV, it's the window. So So I'm still not feeling like that's gonna happen. If the outhouse does, I'll put that in a separate video. I got little letters going for them, something for Bjork. I got the little toilet done for the cottage, changed from the pink. And the big success is the spiral staircase. I also was pausing because I had to figure out how to get my vision to work, and it took me about a week to figure it out. So I got those as little marine lights. The gloss is all on. It really brought out some shine in that what looks like copper steps. And then their railing, I didn't want to leave it just plain like that. I had to do something. So I had this twine from the dollar store that I had used as lassos in the stable. This was left over. So I just did the usual as if it were trim and glued it on there. And then I'll show you a picture right here. Right here, I filled the cracks with puffy paint to make it look melded and have it be stronger on there so it wouldn't fall off. And then I put about 5 coats of shellac on there to really give it that look. I don't know if you've seen that look I'm talking about. Anyway, I am happy with it. To me, I have been craving doing a spiral staircase since the cottage beach house, and I finally got to do it. And sometimes it's worth the wait to see things work out beautifully. Well, I'm gonna finish that up and then get this hooked onto here. That woodsy decoration is all done and dry and painted. As you've seen by the last pictures, I was able to glue this on with the silicone and caulking, so that is now drying and will take a few days. I have the caulk over here in the corner to fill up that crack. Later, I will string that somehow through the window to make that work. And I think that's why we're going to end this segment at about this point, because that's going to take 2 days of layering to dry. Down here, I got a few little projects on the go, and the back is looking very well. Super happy with that change decision to do the background like that. I believe with that forest behind it, it's going to look really good. So there we go, and here we are to the end of another video journal series. Oh, one more shout out to the Charmed Twins. Thank you very much for your lengthy and wonderful comments. I enjoyed them very much. You know what I'm talking about. To the SPF family, thank you for watching. We'll see the reveal on this in the room tour very soon. Have a wonderful night. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.